All right, let's talk now about the state of our tertiary or university sector. The latest international rankings show Australian universities have taken a big hit in the global rankings, with the top 10 all going backwards from last year. Joining me now to discuss this and more, we'll get to the Alice Springs boarding school in a moment, Shadow Minister for Education, Sarah Henderson. Well, we've never spent more on education than we do today as taxpayers, Sarah. So why are we slipping behind?
Well, Peter, good evening. Great to join you. And I'm not quite sure, other than these rankings do not indicate the learning experience for students. So clearly there are some pressures and there is some changes in the criteria, but there's no real clear explanation other than we are not, of course, in the top 10 and no university is sky high. But what is concerning me about these rankings, they're all about research. They're not about learning outcomes, they're not about the quality of education. And Peter, that's why I've called for an Australian University Ranking Index, which gives students the ability to understand every part of a university's performance. That's what matters. Are universities teaching Australian students? This is not about driving international student revenue, which of course is what the rankings do. First and foremost, our universities must teach Australian students and other students who come the best possible education, and I think in some cases that's not happening.
I agree with you that there needs to be an index about how it is for the student as opposed to the papers university academics write. But, you know, the best we've got there is, I think it's Melbourne University, or number 37 in the world. And we're a G20 country. We should, if that follows, have a university inside the G20 sort of number, i.e. 20 or below. And of course we don't.